This is a proposal to amend Section 48 by the removal of all the words from the word "was" in line 7 down to and including line 11, and to substitute for them the words "was recommended by the Commission to the Minister in accordance with the provisions of this Act." And the effect of this amendment is to remove subparagraphs A and B and remove the reference to Section 44, and in its place simply to say that notice of an appointment to judicial office shall be published in Eirish Effigiúil, and the notice shall, if it be the case, include a statement that the name of the person was recommended by the Commission to the Minister in accordance with the provisions of this Act. So it's effectively to remove the reference to Section 44 and to tidy up the section accordingly. I should say, that since we last debated this, we've had quite a tussle over an effort to impose a guillotine this morning on this bill. And since that battle is now over, there's not much point in me making reference back to it. But I do want to thank, first of all, the members of this House who opposed the effort to impose a guillotine on this bill. In my view, the effort to impose a guillotine today and in the circumstances that it was done was very undemocratic. And I also want to thank the many, many members of the Seanad Éireann party who have expressed their pleasure to me at the outcome of the vote on the guillotine. And I hope that whoever is listening somewhere away from here to the outcome of today's proceedings takes on board the fact that nobody in this House wants the guillotine imposed. No significant group of people want it imposed, and they're tired of having the business of this House manipulated from a distance. And I hope that that message is now has finally got home and is understood clearly. So we're talking about Section 48, subsection 1. If the Minister had come forward, and I should say also that if we had had a guillotine imposed, the bill would have gone forward to report stage with Section 44 in its present state. And the Minister himself doesn't want that to happen, but it would, because you haven't amended it. It would have gone to report stage with an unamended Section 44, and with this House still unaware of what the fine print of the Minister's proposal is. And another point that I wish to make, if I may, well, the Minister is shaking his head, and if I'm getting something wrong,
he's true.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry.